Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This video is a tutorial on how to sell on Poshmark USA as a Canadian. So as we all know, as Canadians, we sell on Poshmark.ca. However, did you know that it was also possible to sell on Poshmark USA with just a few steps? So this video here today is to show you guys how to do that. I had to do a lot of research on my own and I wanted to compile all that information in an easy to understand way for you guys. Being able to sell on Poshmark USA has been so great for profits and for moving inventory. And by following these steps, you can do that too. So let's get started. So the very first thing you want to do, which is quite self-explanatory, is to create a Poshmark US account. So here's my US account and here's my Canadian one. The Canadian website is poshmark.ca. The US website is poshmark.com. So if you do want to start selling on the US site, then you have to create an account on poshmark.com featuring my super cute dog here. I'd also really appreciate it if you are in the process of registering for a US account to put my username in as your referral. I would get $10 and you'll also get $10. So it's a win-win, honestly. So once you have that down, let's move on to the next very important thing you need to have to sell to the US, which is a cross-border shipper. So let's move on to probably the most important topic, which is cross-border shippers. You really can't start a Poshmark closet without a cross-border shipper, in my opinion. So the difference between a cross-border shipper and a regular shipping company such as Canada Post is that a cross-border shipper will bring your package over to the US so that you'll be able to still use the Poshmark label that Poshmark sends to you. If you use a Canada Post label, then your Poshmark label won't be scanned in, it won't start tracking, and it will also be really expensive because you're basically paying for postage yourself. So what you do need is a cross-border shipper that will allow you to use third-party labels, which in this case is Poshmark, and that they'll bring your package over to the border. For Stallion, I personally use Stallion, so I can't really speak to a lot of these other cross-border shippers. However, I did put up some suggestions of popular cross-border shippers in Canada. So if there's no Stallion Express for you, then feel free to search up these other companies that are available in other provinces. I personally am located in BC. I've been using Stallion and have been really happy with their service. And so that's what I'm going to be focusing on, as I don't have experience with these other cross-border shippers. Now I will talk about Stallion, what my account looks like when I make a sale on Poshmark US. So once you've created an account with Stallion Express, I believe mine is a business account. This should be what your dashboard looks like. This is what mine looks like. So your credits are here. How Stallion works is you preload your credits into your account, and if you have new shipments, if you create new shipments, then they will deduct it from your credits here. So over here, click into my US address. This would be the US address that you would use for your Poshmark US account. You would put this as your return shipping address as a seller. So let's say if someone opens a case against you, your package would return to this address and Stallion Express will bring it over the border to you again. However, keep in mind, each package I believe that they bring over is, I think, $3.99. So in the event that someone does open a case against you, you do have to pay a small fee to get your item back. Something to keep in mind. So let's go back to my dashboard. So let's say you make a sale. Yay, congrats. Then what? So what you want to do is you want to click Create Shipment. So let's say you got your sale, Poshmark emailed you the buyer's shipping label, and you have the buyer's name and address and the tracking number, and you've packed your item and you know kind of how big your item is, kind of how much it weighs, then you come in here and you'll put in your customer's name. So let's say my customer's name is Christina or Christine, and I'm just going to use a random address. So let's go with this one. So there will be autofill and you'll click next. Obviously, for that address, you would put the address that is on the shipping label. In the step, Stallion will check that the address is valid. And over here, you would click no for do you need postage since you are using the Poshmark shipping label. So click next. Here you'll put what's in the package. So let's say you sold one t-shirt for a total of $20 US and the weight is half a pound. Click next. Then this is where you'll put in the dimensions of your package. Normally my packages are all in poly mailers. If I have a bundle, then I'll use a box, but let's just say those are the dimensions. Poshmark always uses USPS priority mail, so you'll put that in and you'll put in the tracking number, whatever that is, on the shipping label. You put that in, and then as you can see here, it's 90 cents. Normally for like one item where it's under 2 pounds, it will be 90 cents. I believe over 2 pounds, the amount goes up to $2.99. I've sold a really big bundle in a box and it was just $2.99. So I think that was really, really worth it. And for a small package, 90 cents, I think super worth it. So once your tracking number's in here, you'd click next and then you'd confirm it. And then I'm not going to go all the way just because I don't have an actual tracking number. But once you make it to the very end, it will say that your shipment is confirmed and then you are good to go to drop off the package at your local Stallion Express branch. So now that we went over what you would do when you do make a sale when it comes to a cross-border shipper, let's move on to how you get paid. Has received their item, they've accepted their order, and your earnings have been released to you and are now in your redeemable balance activity. What you need to do is to input your US account details so that you're able to redeem that amount. What you have to do is you have to open a US account, period. You cannot open a US dollar Canadian account with TD or RBC, etc. because if you put those details in, then your money will be lost, and that has happened to people before. So what you need is Transferwise. Everyone that I know who sells to Poshmark US uses Transferwise. They're a really great service. Their conversion rates are great and their fees are also super, super low. So it's definitely a really great tool to have, and I will show you kind of what my Transferwise dashboard looks like, and I will walk you guys through the process of Transferwise, how you convert the money, etc. So with Transferwise, I personally made a personal account instead of a business account, and it works completely fine. Their website is wise.com. And so once you have an account, this is what the homepage looks like. I've cropped it out a bit for privacy reasons, but as you can see here, I've been paid by Poshmark Inc., and that is the redeemable balance activity. So let's go into here. This shows all the US account payments that I have, and if you click into this part here, I'm not going to click into it, but if you click here, it will have your USD account details, and that will be the information that you input into Poshmark for you to receive your payments from your buyer. So once again, you'll want to click into here, and it'll take you to a page where it shows your routing number, your bank account number, etc. And that's the information that you want to put into your Poshmark.com account to redeem your balance. So right now there's $197 and I can convert that to Canadian dollars. So let's see, $197, that will give me $242 Canadian. And that is the fee, 83 cents. So it's honestly nothing. Click the continue button under here. I'm not going to convert it for now because I do want to use that money for something else. But once that's converted and you've connected a Canadian bank account, that will go into your Canadian bank account. It may take a few business days, but that's how I get my money from Transferwise, and that's how I get paid from Poshmark US. So that sums up my video on how to sell from Poshmark Canada to Poshmark US as a Canadian. So you really only need three things to recap: a Poshmark US account, a Transferwise account, and a cross-border shipper. Once you have all those three things, then you are good to go. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give a like, comment, and also subscribe. I'd also love to hear from you guys and what kind of videos you want to see in the future. So all of the links to the websites that I mentioned in this video will be linked in my bio below. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys again soon sometime.